this is our second year going since I've been here. The first year, we didn't have a weight room, so there really wasn't a reason to go and compete, and also that was still the COVID year, so everything was kind of shut down. But last year we were able to take, I think we took 13 last year and get one state champion. This year we took 11. We got one state champion out of Roger McRae in the 220-pound class, and then we had two fourth-place finishers who are both juniors, so hopefully they'll get a shot to win it next year. That's Ryan Johnson and Mason Mudge. So it was a great experience overall. We had over 400 kids from all around the state, 400 boys lifting on Saturday. So it was good competition. Energy levels were high, and I think the kids had a great time.
Okay. I guess, did you guys know, kind of going on that you were going to, win state, or was it kind of come as at the end, was it a little bit of a surprise for you guys?
Well, as a team, I wasn't really sure because there's some pretty solid 4A programs around the state. Individually, I thought we had a chance to get one, maybe two state champions. Of course, we got one, and those two fourth-place finishers. So whenever, after they did all the individual champions, they said, all right, well, now we're going to announce the team champions. I had no idea they were going to call us for 4A, but they did, and all the kids were ecstatic. We went down and got a big picture on the podium and everything like that. So, it was fun. It was a good experience.
Okay. What I guess does it mean just in terms of the program and obviously, trying to build here at South Florence, to have that kind of, success, sort of that early?
Oh, no doubt. Well, whenever your sporting teams are winning on the field, it makes my job easier to get the kids to buy in here. Football, we won the state championship this past season. Both our basketball teams had a pretty good playoff run. Baseball and softball are doing really well right now. So a lot of what we do in here affects what we do on the field as well. I tell my kids all the time, I'm not gonna promise you that I'm gonna teach you how to become a better basketball player or a soccer player or a baseball player or whatever. All right, but I am going to make you stronger. I'm going to make you a better athlete to give you a better chance to become a better player on your particular field of play.
Okay. How much does not only success kind of on the field, but also kind of in the weight room and obviously in the strength meet, how much does that kind of, I guess, maybe bolster and kind of reinforce kind of what you're teaching here basically?
Oh, South Florence, it's a new age. We're all about winning championships, and like I said, we set a standard pretty high, and some kids like to fight us a little bit about going to that standard, but we're going to bring them up. So, like I said, it just justifies everything we do in here, and able to be able to win it at the state strength meet is awesome. But once again, we're continually raising that bar, so it's going to be good.
Okay. How satisfying was it, I guess, to see kind of, I guess, maybe the growth even from last year for this team, kind of going into this one, obviously to win, this time, but you've been able to see the growth, I guess, a couple of years now.
Oh, yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, like I said, last year was the first year we took them, so a lot of kids were kind of shell-shocked. They didn't know what to think and everything like that, and, after having a competition under their belt, we had a lot of guys returning this year, and they kind of knew what to expect. So there were some learning curves that went on from year one to year two, but like we talked about earlier, we were able to learn and adjust to it, and we came up with a championship, so it was good.
Yeah, we're able to do that, and obviously talk about the the girls meet as well. Had a couple individual state championships in that. I know they don't give the overall award, but how impressive was it to kind of see them kind of competing in their first year basically?
It was really good. And before we get to the girls, I want to give a shout out to Trevor Hudson from Lexington High School. He did a great job hosting our state strength meet this year for the boys. He was basically doing a one-man show, and he did an excellent job. So good job by Trevor. But yeah, the girls meet was held back in November at Blythewood High School. And Michael did a great job. He's a strength coach at Blythewood. He did a great job as well hosting it. We had two first-place finishers with the girls, Caitlin Young-Coleman and then Anaya Brunson, who you spoke to just a minute ago. Caitlin was on a college visit today, so she couldn't be here to talk to you. But they both did outstanding. They won their weight class. And then we had two runner-ups as well. We had Brooke Richardson and Zamaya Gamble. So they're both underclassmen, so hopefully they can get a ring next year when we go back.
How, I guess maybe satisfying was to see them like kind of in the first year, have so much success, I guess, basically in the kind of the first real big competition like that.
Oh, well, don't get me wrong now. No matter if you're a girl or a boy or whatever, you're going to work and you're going to get stronger in this class, in this weight room. And that's one thing that a lot of the coaches and players were saying about my girls when we were at Blythewood. They said, "Oh man, them South Florence girls, they strong. So it's always good to hear that from other coaches around the state. And for the girls, being in the first year, they did great. Kind of like the boys, some of them were a little shell shocked, the eyes were wide open and whatnot. But we had a great time, and it was a good competition, good experience overall.